Okay, you guys, so here's a quick tutorial video on some key concepts about Google Classroom. So the very first thing that I'm going to show you guys is how to access Google Classroom. Anytime you open up a web browser and you've got your basic Google page, you can go right here to the top right-hand corner on the Google Apps, click it, and then click on Classroom. Once you click on Classroom, it's going to show you all of your Google Classrooms that you're enrolled in. So right now you can see all the classes. Some of them I'm the owner, some of them I'm a student. This particular class, I'm a student in it. So when you click on it, it's going to look like this. There's a couple of things that I want to point out because the majority of you have used Google Classroom before, but there are some new features and some things that you may not have noticed before. So right here is something that you can share with your class. Anytime you want to share something and you want the whole class to see it, you're going to click right here. You can type whatever you want. You can attach files. So if your teacher asks you to attach a homework assignment and share it with the class, this is how you're going to do it. And then you can click post and the whole class can see and comment on it. Another cool feature is right here on the left. Anytime that you have classwork, it will show you what assignment it is and when it's due. So if you click view all, you can see assignments that are passed, assignments that are returned, and assignments that are missing. So as you can see, I had something that was due on August 10th, and I did not do that. So it's showing up right there. So then when you go back, this is your regular homepage. Something that is also really important right here and is kind of new is your Meet link. So anytime that you are trying to log into a class, you can click this meeting link right here and it will take you directly to the Google Hangout for that class. And so you don't have to find it. You don't have to look through your email. You just go to that class and you click the meeting link and it will take you directly to the Google Hangout for that class. So as you can see right now, we don't have a class going on. And so there's no one in that Google Hangout. Okay, next one is your classwork tab. This one is one of the most important ones. This is where all of your work for class will be housed. So as you can see, there's a running list of classwork that has all the stuff sectioned off. But if you look to the left-hand side, you have tabs. So whenever you're doing your classwork in a certain class, it will always be tabbed off. And so it can show you what unit you're working on. So teachers may have it sectioned off differently for different classes, but in science, it'll be sectioned off by unit and by like week. So if you have old work, you can go to a previous week. And if you're trying to find current work, you'll click on the correct week right here. You also have tabs at the top of your screen. So you can view your work. You can see the stuff that's been turned in. You can see the stuff that's not been turned in. Another way to access your Google Hangout meeting is at the top of your classwork tab. This is another really important one. This is your Google Calendar. Anytime that your teacher assigns an assignment and she puts a due date on it, it will show up on your Google Calendar. So whenever you click on that Google Calendar, it will show all of your work for that class as well as your work for other classes in different colors. So there's no excuse for you guys not to know when things are due as long as you're keeping up with your Google Calendar. And then the last one is your Google Class Drive folder. Anytime that you have turned in work or you have work that you're working on, it will be held in your Google Class Drive folder. So when you're trying to tell your teacher that you started an assignment and you don't know where it went, this is exactly where you need to look. And the very last thing that I want to show you is the People tab. This is really, really important and helpful because on this tab right here, it gives you access to all of your classmates' emails as well as your teacher's email. So anytime that you're working on a group project, anytime that you need to email your teacher, anytime that you need to do anything in class that involves other students or your teacher, you can go right here to this tab and you can email anybody that you need to contact. All right. So that's just a quick summary of how Google Classroom works. If you have any further questions, you can ask your teacher directly. I hope it was helpful.